Welcome to Eliminate Stress. Stress is one of those common problems that so many of us experience. In this modern hustle-bustle lifestyle, stress is one of those symptoms that affects literally millions of people every year. But it doesn't have to be that way. Imagine what it would be like to experience no stress. Merely a few challenges, a few parts of excitement in your life. And you look at them in a new way, in a new fashion. In fact, you just feel so relaxed. And when you see other people around you stressed and anxious, you just feel relaxed. Allow me to help you float away your stress using the power of your mind. Using a variety of different techniques, including hypnosis and language patterns, that repattern and recode the blueprint to your mind, so you feel relaxed, calm, and at ease every moment of every day, day after day. Let me explain to you a little about hypnosis and what you're likely to experience when you go into your own hypnotic trance. Hypnosis comes from the Greek word hypnos, meaning sleep. The reason it was called hypnosis was not because they were actually asleep, but it involved a person sitting or lying with their eyes comfortably closed, at the same time gently relaxing. Just imagine for a moment what that feels like. Focus in their minds on specific thoughts and ideas. In fact, their mind remained alert. It was just their body relaxing, giving the impression of sleep to others. So what I would like you to experience and to recognize is that hypnosis is a very natural occurring state of mind and body, that you've experienced it many times in your past. Perhaps you can remember a time when you've awoke on a relaxing weekend morning and you still felt a little tired. You gently allowed your eyes to close. And as you lay there with a growing inner feeling of comfort, that's right. There may have been times that you were forgetting about your body. Forgetting about your body, resting in the support and comfort of your bed. And when you awoke, you were amazed at how much time had been drifting by. Or perhaps you've been sitting down in a comfortable chair to read an interesting book or magazine. At first, as your eyes began to focus more fully on each word, you were aware of sounds and the occasional distractions. And as your eyes began to focus more fully on each word, words became images in your mind. There may have been times that you became so absorbed in those images, you simply forgot you were reading, and that story began to happen to you. And you became more and more absorbed in that story. You may have even giggled or laughed at an amusing part. And as you became more absorbed in your own inner creative world, Perhaps someone entered the room where you were sitting so comfortably. But you were so focused on that story happening to you, so deeply focused, that you were unaware of that person's presence. Perhaps another time you've been so absorbed in that story, perhaps you began to feel a little drowsy. Your eyes felt heavy and tired. I'm sure there have been times in the past that no matter how hard you tried to keep those eyes open, they just felt more and more tired. And you could give up that struggle with yourself, and those eyes could gently close, naturally. That's right. And you become more absorbed in your own experience. You just forgot about yourself as your mind drifted and wandered. At other times, perhaps when you've been driving, remember a time when you first learned to drive, and sometimes that learning was easy. And perhaps you were not consciously aware that you were learning. You had to learn mirror, signal, maneuver, and someone was probably sitting next to you, with you, guiding you. I'd like you to think of me as your guide, your personal mind guide to success. Remember another time when you've been driving down the road on a nice summer's day, listening to your favorite tune playing on the stereo, sitting so comfortably in your seat, gradually becoming more and more absorbed in that tune or music. And you became less and less aware of things in the world around you. Perhaps that music even evoked pleasant memories or feelings from the past when you really could feel good about yourself. And suddenly you reached your destination. And to your surprise, you may have no conscious recall as to how you got there. You know what most people experience within hypnosis? It's just like that. It's like when you go to bed at night, not when you're asleep, but that moment in time when you're laying comfortably in your bed, with your pillow supporting your head, your back relaxing, sinking down now, noticing a feeling of warmth. Before you gently allow your eyes to close now, and as you continue to breathe gently and easily, you can continue to relax ever more. Some people think about their past, and others their present, or perhaps even their future, all the while just relaxing now, without any conscious effort, in your own time and way. However, on another level, you recognize you're safe. And if you need to wake from this trance, you'll wake up fully alert, refreshed, and able to deal with whatever you need to deal with that moment in time. But for now, just enjoy going inside for a few moments, continue to become ever more deeply relaxed as you follow through my instructions fully and completely, and enjoy the profound feeling of allowing your stress to float away. Eliminate stress completely. That's right. So if you sit there wondering whether you can go into the trance today, you can be safe in the knowledge that inner you already knows how to go into the trance. So you can just follow that inner experience. And because you're sitting there, consciously listening to the words that I say here, it means your conscious mind is here, and your unconscious mind is here, and can hear everything that I say to you or not to you. In fact, you don't need to worry about what you need to remember and what you need to forget, because what you need to remember, you'll remember, and what you need to forget, you won't remember anyway. And it's far easier just to relax and to let go. That's right. To continue to hear, to understand and to respond to those things I might say without the need for you to do anything at all. So much easier to relax and to enjoy that drifting down. Comfortable here. That's right. And the changes that occur there in your thoughts, sensations, or awareness. And you don't even need to pay close attention to everything that happens in your experience. You don't even need to listen to me now, or notice the change in sensations in an arm or an ear, in your legs or fingers. What about those thoughts and the variety of images that speak to your mind's eye as I speak to your mind? That's right. And what you speak to yourself speaks for itself. As you try to search and find the things may seem to be one thing, but turn out to be another. Because 2 and 2 are 4. But 2 can also mean also. And you know, no 2 are alike. And at this stage in time, you really don't know what means yes and what means no. And there is no real way to know how to let go whilst holding on. And I wonder if you've considered how to judge what's real. Because this feeling of stress and anxiety, is simply inside of your mind. It may seem like an experience of reality, but how do you make sense of it all? Is it by what you see? That part that you consciously see? Is it by what you hear with your ears? That part that you consciously hear? What you can feel with your touch? That part which you consciously know you're touching? Or do you realize reality by the sense your unconscious makes? Those feelings you feel on the inside, those sounds from within, to you, from you, those pictures in your mind. How do you create what is real? I mean, stop and think about it right now. How many other flavors to reality do you think there might be, which you can add to what you already taste, and which work best for you? You know by how comfortable you feel. So you want to feel more and more comfortable, like a prism turning a single ray of light to a rainbow of color. And your imagination is a prism for experience. And since it is your imagination, you can create the outcome and the feelings you choose to experience right now, right here. So, as you go deeper now, each easy breath relaxing you, calming you, you can be aware of how comfortable and peaceful you are becoming. And as your body just floats down and you experience deeper levels of relaxation, all tension, all anxiety and fear just draining away, calm filling you completely. I'd like you to imagine that you're in a sailing boat, safe and secure, all alone, floating on a lake. All around are mountains, their steep sides covered with forests of pine trees, their peaks snow-capped. You've sailed to the very center of the lake, enjoying the fresh crispness of the air, the scent of the pine forest carried on the breeze that drives the boat, filling the sails at a gentle but exhilarating pace. That's right. The splash and gurgle of the water as the boat cuts through the gentle swell. The creaking of the rigging, the crack of the sails they fill with each gentle gust of air. You can be aware of how good you feel now. Alone with your own thoughts. Alone with the sounds of nature all around. Calm, natural peace. Nothing disturbs that peace. Nothing bothers you at all. Calm, comfortable feelings. Now the wind drops to almost nothing, and the sails flap limply as they empty of the wind. The surface of the water becomes calm, still, flat as a mill pond. The surface ruffled only now and then by a gentle breeze. Feel the sun warming your skin, comfortably warm, soothing and relaxing you. The quiet surrounds you now, broken only by the gurgle of water beneath the hull. The faint sound of birdsong, the occasional splash as a fish rises to take an insect. Calm, peaceful, tranquility surrounds you, cocoons you. You lie down on a soft cushion on the bottom of the boat, knowing that the engine is there and in perfect working order. You look up at the crystal clarity of the blue sky. Small clouds, perfect and white, hang above and around the tops of the mountains, visible from where you're so relaxed and comfortable. And the still air carries a sound of some fishermen casting their lines from the shore. And there, the distant tone of a church bell calms you, relaxing you more with each note. High in the sky, an airliner, etching its progress towards the far reaches of this wonderful world. And you relax even deeper now, feeling within a calm, comfortable heaviness that is so pleasant, so very nice. And the boat drifts, rising and falling with the almost non-existent swell. You're looking now at the very tip of the mast as it sways gently. It appears to touch the clear blue sky above. The air is so clean here. Taste it. Feel that calm tranquility cocooning you as you absorb that gentle peace, and you drift with thoughts that are pleasant and calming. Picture yourself breathing in peace and calm with every gentle breath, breathing out anxiety and stress. Here you have time to reflect on those things that have caused you stress. You have time now to assess carefully and with a clarity never before available to you, the importance and the relevance of so many different things. You realize that you've fallen into a habit of reacting in a manner which has proved stressful for you. In the same way that a ball responds to a red rag. These triggers of anxiety and stress, you resolve now to ignore them, to calmly reflect and decide on the most peaceful and effective way to live your life, eliminating stress entirely. To live your life calmly, confidently, in control, knowing that you are in control of you and of your life. You now realize that things that are stressful are so because we allow them so to be. You're now that person who is aware that you do have the choice. You choose to be calm and unaffected by the rush and hurry, to make decisions that are right ones for you and those who are important to you. You can be aware now of the peace, the calm, the confidence that fills you, expanding within you. And you can enjoy the stillness, the subtle sounds of nature all around, the sights and the scents that can allow you to be aware of the larger world, the depth of water beneath you, the natural world at peace with itself. All troubles and cares fade into unimportance, insignificance. And you can feel so much stronger now, aware the strength comes from deep within you. It was there but hidden beneath stress and anxiety. But you've removed that shroud. You've lifted that veil of negativity. And now all your resources shine through. And you recognize the strength that is yours and resolve now to use that which is yours to your highest benefit. And as the boat drifts, you know that it can be so easy to allow the prevailing winds to take you wherever they will. But in your vessel you have the power when winds blow to tack and to steer, using the winds as you choose to guide, which is the right way for you. And you have in reserve too that engine, that power, which can mean to you complete choice in the way you go. And it can be pleasant to drift, knowing that you can choose freedom, calm, confidence, and you will you not? You see, if ever you feel burdened and stressed, you can choose to get into your boat and drift and feel the strength that is yours and growing stronger and stronger with every day now.